Okay, today we are looking at how to find volume of a rectangular prism. The first thing we need to understand is what is a rectangular prism. I have an example of one at the top left there. Pretty much what it is we have our base, so our face of the object, which I'm just highlighting yellow. Okay. Now you can see this makes up the shape, that is a rectangle. And then what makes it a prism is that shape is extended beyond the face. So you can see that that shape's being extended that way. Okay. Now, no other movements. It has not been squished. It has not been stretched. It has just been extended. So at any point, if I decide to cut this shape in half, I will get the same measurements of the face. The face will always remain the same throughout my prism. Okay. Now, we're looking at calculating volume today. Google definition of volume is the amount of space that a substance or object occupies, or that it encloses within a container. Okay, so we are looking at how much space does this rectangular prism take up. Now, easy way to find that, and I'll get to that in a second, but first we need to understand what we're measuring in. So in an earlier video, I spoke about area and why we measure in either squared meters or squared centimeters, and that's because we actually are measuring in how many little square centimeters, 1 by 1 centimeters, fit in that particular 2D shape. Well, today we are stepping up and we are moving on to 3D shapes. So today we are looking at how many cubes, well, how many 1 centimeter, or in this case 1 meter cubes, fit inside our rectangular prism here. Okay, and that's why our answer will end up being in meters cubed. So that cube, that little 3, shows that we are working in volume. All right. So we've got a formula that helps us find the the volume of a rectangular prism. And that formula is length times width times height. Okay. So in this case, we have our length as 1 meter, our width as 3 meters, and then our height being 6 meters. So multiply them all together, we get 1 times 3 times 6. 1 times 3 is 3. 3 times 6 is equal to 18 meters cubed. Now, please remember to be keeping your units in there, as it's extremely important. If you don't have meters cubed in there, I don't know if we're working in area, perimeter, volume, or anything else. Here we have another example of a rectangular prism. You can see that we have our face, which is this one here. And then that is being stretched out by 2 meters, and it's also 3 meters tall. Okay. So just applying our formula is length times width times height, and that is equal to our volume. We have a 4 centimeter times 2 centimeter times 3 centimeter. All right, so length is 4 centimeters, width is 2 centimeters, and height is 3 centimeters. And then we are going to multiply those all together. So 4 times 2 is 8, times 3 is 24 centimeters cubed, because we need to remember that we are measuring volume, the amount of space that object actually takes up.